championships, and he has 630 career wins. Coach Bobby led his team to a 31-3 record en route to bringing the gold ball home to Baxter. Please welcome the 2025 Class 3A state winning champion, Coach Bobby McWilliams.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality Family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Welcome into Baxter, Tennessee, the site of this District 7 AAA high school baseball matchup between the visiting White County Warriors and the hosting Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, joined in the Jeff P.D. Goolsby press box by my broadcast partner Jacob Vinson. The second game between these two teams in as many days. The Bees victorious a day ago in Sparta, trying to sweep yet another district series. The Warriors hungry to even up and get back to 500 in district play. And it's the senior right-hander Juju Yano on the mound for Coach Shanks. He's been really good this season, Jacob.
Yeah, he has been really good. A 2.62 ERA, a 1-2 record in his 3 appearances and 3 starts. But he has the complete game in district play. That's the important number. Got it done against Stone Memorial last week. 16 innings so far this year. He's allowed 19 hits, 11 runs, but only 6 of those have been earned. 9 walks to 20 strikeouts in those 16 innings. So he's been really solid, and obviously Upperman coming off the win yesterday, a 5-1 down in Sparta. Brenton Green, a great day. Alec Wilson, great on the mound, trying to go it for back-to-back games.
The starting lineup today for the White County Warriors, batting 1 through 9 like this. Leading things off is the shortstop, Gage Walker. Batting second is Kaysen Seal. Batting third, the pitcher, Austin Pianki. Batting cleanup is Cole Gentry. Batting fifth is Eli Smith. He'll be followed by Griffin Adams. Batting seventh, Colt Norris. Batting eighth is the catcher, Will Thomas. And rounding out the lineup, didn't play a day ago but will today, Lane Stone gets the start at DH. For Yano, the first batter will be interesting. His last 2 starts, it's been leadoff home runs given up. And then he's been really good after that moment for the most part. So for Gage Walker, see how aggressive he is on a very breezy day, blowing left to right. So if your power alley is into right field, you can have an explosive day with how windy it is up there.
Yeah, kind of shifting from right field almost to right foul line territory. So that right foul pole definitely in play. But you said it, against Oakland, leadoff home run. And then the second batter also hit a home run going back-to-back to start that game. And then Kyle Hinch hit one for Stone Memorial to start it off last week as well.
Gage Walker will climb in. Today's broadcast is presented by our friends at Gentry's Power Equipment. Happy to be along with you today. A beautiful afternoon again for high school baseball as the first pitch of the game is swung on and fouled out of play by Walker.
And a little bit windier than it was yesterday, but still nice and sunny and sunshine. It's warm, and it's been a beautiful week so far here in Tennessee.
64 degrees and 2 clouds in the sky at first pitch. Rookie Allison catching the balls and strikes as usual for the Bees, gives the sign, and a good breaking ball is in there for strike 2. In the field today for the Bees, Alec Wilson's at first. Braden Green gets the start at second. Chris Worsing is at short. Carson Shoup at third as Yano delivers in the 0-2 pitch. A fastball inside, just misses. Called a ball, 1-2. Out in left field today is Evan Huddleston. The right fielder is Carson Holroyd. And in center, back in center, is Justin Fallon, and that is a big boost for this team in the field to get Fallon back in there. We'll see how long he plays in center today. The 1-2 fastball ripped over right towards Braden Green, who flashes the leather for out number 1, and early work for Green, and he stands the test. But Fallon back in center as they're ramping him back up. That is huge for an Upperman team that needs some help on the back end.
Yeah, and a big reason why Braden Green is at second base today. He comes in from the outfield because you've got Evan Huddleston in left, Justin back in center, and then Carson Holroyd moves over to right. And this is the outfield that you expected to have at the beginning of the season. Obviously didn't have Evan because of basketball, and then Justin due to the injury.
First pitch fastball at 83 on the gun from Yano. He'll be up into the mid-80s as he continues to ramp up through the season. Here comes the 0-1 home. And that is a wicked slider in there for a strike. It's 0-2.
We've talked about all season how good Alec Wilson's breaking ball has been. Juju Yano has also been really good, and it's good early on.
The 0-2 coming home, a fastball. It's called a ball. 1-2. Kaysen Seal at the plate. Austin Pianki behind. Yeah, up and down year so far for Upperman, but they're undefeated in district play. They're undefeated against 3A and lower classification teams. And the 1-2 pitch coming home, a fastball swung on and missed, and it's the first Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout of the game for Yano, and a big reason for that is their top 2 starters with Yano and Wilson. And then behind him, Chris Worsing. They're looking for him to get rolling, and Carson Holroyd's been really good. The top arms are still really, really good for the Bees. They've had some trouble in the field behind them. Obviously, that gets helped with the return in the outfield of Fallon and company, Huddleston and Collier Bush, who will play some as this slider misses outside. For Sparta, they've had an up-and-down year so far as well. Started out dropping 2 to York, then rallied back with a couple of victories. They got a win last Monday against DeKalb, then fell in game number 2. They're trying to flip that script here this week. As the 1-0, they'll check swing. They'll peel down to first, and they'll say he did not go. It's 2-0.
We got a score update already from DeKalb County Livingston as Goose is out there today, and he was on time today, fortunately. 5-0 already with one out in the first. DeKalb County leading.
Gets in and hits Pianki on the left elbow pad. So the first base runner of the game is Austin Pianki. He's going to pitch on the other side. He'll head down to first. We'll see if he gets a runner or not. He's got speed, so that changes the calculus a little bit. Cole Gentry, the third baseman, will climb in here. I mentioned this is now the Jeff Petey Goolsby press box. Petey to our right on stance as always. A great sign on top, and how well deserved is that? He's been here for decades keeping the stats for Upperman baseball. But I don't know how he's been here so long when he's like 28 years old. Pianki stays in to run. He takes a lead as the first pitch slider dips away, 1-0.
Well, it definitely helps us out, obviously. We've got a great stat sheet right in front of us just from the game yesterday already. Season stats as well.
Best in the business, Petey. Pianki takes his lead. Wilson trying to hold him on the bag. Slide step, and this one's fouled right back towards us, 1-1.
And for Juju Yano, trying to go a little bit quicker through here. He obviously got those first couple of outs in quick fashion, and now trying to work through their cleanup batter.
1-1 here to Cole Gentry, the third baseman. Eli Smith looming on deck here for the Warriors. They try for a little two-out magic. Runner goes. The slider is in for a strike. Throw from Allison is not in time as it one-hops into Worsing. It'll be a 1-2 count and a stolen base for Austin Pianki.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Pianki's staying out there and not getting the pinch runner on, because he's got the speed, and when you can steal a bag on rookie Allison, that's saying something for the opposing team.
So now Cole Gentry trying to put something into the huge ballpark on the ground to score the first run of the game. Upperman struck for one in the top half of the first a day ago. Sparta looking to match. And time going to be called here by Cole Gentry at home plate. 15th pitch of the inning coming here for the senior Yano. Looks back towards Pianki, and he'll come home. The slider, this one rolled over foul, and we'll do it again.
Gentry 1 for 3 yesterday, did drive in a run as well. And exactly why he's in this cleanup spot. He's got a runner in scoring position, trying to bring home that first run and see if they can't take a lead and give a little bit of help to Pianki, who'll be on the mound coming up in the bottom part.
Long look back for Yano. Now he'll come home. A fastball swung on and just foul tipped out of the mitt of Allison. Close to strike three. Instead, we'll do it again.
Yeah, I think it just barely popped out of the mitt there on Allison. He would love to have that one back, try to get an extra squeeze on it.
Elsewhere in the district, you mentioned that Livingston-DeKalb game. It's game number 2 for Stone in Cumberland County tonight as well. Another 1-2 from Yano. This one rolled right back to him. He flashes the leather and underhand flips to Wilson for out number 3. A 2-out base runner gets stranded out there for Sparta. We'll head to the bottom half, still scoreless. This is high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Welcome back. Austin Pianki, the right-hander on the mound for Sparta. He's going to face another new-look Upperman lineup that will bat 1 through 9 like this. Braden Green leads him off. He'll be followed by Justin Fallon. Chris Worsing bats third with Carson Shoup batting cleanup. Juju Yano will bat fifth with Carson Holroyd behind him. Alec Wilson bats seventh. Rookie Allison eighth. And Evan Huddleston batting ninth. And again, with Fallon in the lineup and Huddleston in the lineup, this Upperman lineup is way more dangerous than we saw the first 10 or so games of the season.
Well, and we saw yesterday, Braden Green in that leadoff spot, a tremendous day. 3 for 4. He had his first home run of the season, first home run as a varsity player as well, and then was a double and a single. Was only one hit away, or a triple and a single, one hit away from the cycle, and he has the wind blowing out to right field again, so maybe we'll see if he's able to jump on another one.
Austin Pianchi pitched decently against DeKalb County in a loss last week. Defense let him down just a little bit. 5 unearned runs charged to him.
Yeah, gave up 5 hits in 4 innings. Did have 6 strikeouts, though, and no walks. So was pounding the zone, pitching to contact when he needed to.
And that's Austin Pianchi in his time in Sparta. He's looking to find the zone as Grain tries to jump on the first pitch. He sees a 78-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's what you're going to see at Austin Pianchi, mix in the off-speed off of it. But he's trying to pick his spots. That's a new one. Jimmy in the press box as Green hits the second pitch he sees in the left field, and it's a leadoff single. And this is exactly why Braden Green has moved up the lineup for Upperman, and he sets the table for Justin Fallon. Playing center today, and we'll see if that means he has free reign to run on the base pass as he's had to jog around. Probably had a couple of triples so far, and instead they're doubles as he's been wisely ramping up here after a hammy injury.
Yeah, he's only played in 7 games. He's got 4 doubles already, and he's batting .550. Braden Green, however, .378, just got a hit there, so he's still boosting his average.
Pianchi throws, and it gets away, and this is going to be at least 1 base for Green. Just now to it is Adams, the first baseman, as Green takes the trip around second, and on the throwing error, Braden Green will move up 90 feet in the scoring position.
Well, that's one way to get your leadoff batter all the way to second base and not even thrown a pitch yet to Justin Fallon.
So the first error of the game charged to Sparta. Fallon, you mentioned, that's a softball number, 550.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. And again, 7 and 20 ABs still. That's not a ton of ABs, but that is nonsense as he tries to work that breaking ball. Hat goes flying off of Pianchi. It's 1-0. And now flipping the lineup, Fallon batting second, Worsing batting third with Chupignano behind as they try to find their most runs. They've had a bunch of hits, but they're looking for even more runs, are the Bees. Here comes the 1-0. This fastball is sent foul over the field house.
And he talked about it with Justin back in, Evan Huddleston coming back in as well. It kind of changes up where you can put.
The press box boys are on one today. I can tell already. Here we go. Buckle your seatbelts. Here comes the 1-1 to Fallon. Slider dips away. It's 2-1.
But you can change where you want to put guys, and obviously we've seen it even just from last night to tonight. Coach Shanks changing up the lineup and where he's wanting to put people. Fallon batting cleanup yesterday, up to the second spot today.
Again, he ended up being third yesterday after batting cleanup last week. It's moving constantly.
Right.
And now Pianchi, there's a base empty. It's a 3-1 count to Fallon. A walk is not the worst thing in the world right now if you're Austin Pianchi.
Don't make a mistake.
Don't make the mistake. Here comes the 3-1. And Fallon rips this one, and it's going to be just foul. 3-2.
Yeah, just barely. We saw a few of those yesterday as well at White County. One of them hitting that third base bag on the back end.
Can I make a not-so-bold prediction?
Please.
Soon, he's going to tank one. He is swinging for the fences soon. I don't know when. It may not be today, may not be Friday. Big one. Fun one between Upperman and Smith
really
County.
Fun one Saturday, too. Friendship Christian School.
3-2 payoff pitch. Misses upstairs. Ball 4. Nick's Restaurant walk. And the Bees threatening early with runners at first and second with nobody out for Mr. Single, Chris Worsing.
Yeah, and it's, like you said, nothing to do with his relationship status. He's got 14 hits on the year and 14 of singles on the year as well. And batting .341. And really, it was yesterday where he struggled to find a hit, was able to get a board. He did drive in a run. He was walked once, but was unable to get a hit yesterday for the first time in a long time.
Runners at first and second here for the Bees. Green had a single. Fallon worked a walk. Pianchi's first pitch is slapped into right field. Chris Worsing has a single. I know you're surprised. Green going to head home. The throw gets away in the infield. Braden Green will score. It's going to be an RBI single for Chris Worsing, and Upperman strikes first again. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Braden Green running hard the whole way from second base. A great job by Worsing. Just ropes it to right field. Jumps on the first pitch, and the Bees now in business. Still runners on the corners with nobody out here in the first inning.
Again, the lineup is just so much more dangerous with these guys in it. The gaps have shrunk significantly. and Sparta's looking for outs. Austin Pianki trying to settle into his outing. 8 pitches in, 2 base hits and a walk for Upperman.
Yeah, when your bottom 3 are Alec Wilson, Rookie Allison, and Evan Huddleston, it is not easy. There are no easy outs in the lineup.
First pitch into Shoop. Little delayed steal for Worsing, and they are going to throw down, and it will be a rundown. Fallon starting to leak over from third. Worsing ducks back. He is out, and a huge mistake on the base pass for the Bees. Nicely defended by the Warriors for out number 1.
Yeah, and Worsing trying to get him off just enough so Fallon could get home, but not able to do so. And obviously you don't want to push the hamstring just yet on a play like that one.
And that was a good job by Will Thomas behind home plate to start that rundown by looking back Fallon. And it's going to be 0-2, I believe.
I think 1-1.
All right, 1-1. The signal forward sometimes. And Carson Shoop wants to check. So we're going to go 1-1. And Pianki, that should be a confidence builder for him as he rips the slider across, misses for a ball, 2-1.
And Coach Shanks had a few words for Chris Worsing as he came off the field over there.
Well, those can be rally killers and new life for Sparta here on the road as they try to limit the damage. Pianki with a 2-1 to Shoop. Fastball ripped. That will be an RBI for Carson Shoop. And 3 hits already for the Bees offensively. It'll bring up Juju Yano, who tried to help his own cause. And again, you'd love to have runners at the corners here for Upperman, but you'll take the 2-0 lead.
And Shoop now tied for the team high and 7 runs batted in with this guy right here, and Juju Yano stepping to the plate.
Yano batting .371 on the campaign, and he's in the 5-hole for this Upperman team. Shoop's at first. Pianki looking to turn 2 and get out of this inning. First pitch is across, a called strike, 0-1. Pianki trying to work a little bit quicker here. He'll slide in. Yano sends this one up into the air, into the wind. Could be a tough play today. Long way to go, and it drops. 1 hops near the fence. Yano will pull into second safely. Shoop had to delay just a little bit because he wasn't sure if it was going to get down, but it will be a double for Juju Yano.
Yeah, you could kind of see it on the screen there. Yano had to pull up just a little bit. Shoop had to make sure, like you said, that it was going to get down there in the gap. Yano running hard the whole time, so he is easily into second base, and now runners on second and third for Carson Holroyd.
Bees looking for a crooked number. 2 in scoring position for Holroyd. He's been swinging a really good bat. He's at .370 on the campaign, and he's got 4 RBIs. He's got a chance for a couple of more here. He's also worked 10 walks on the season. Nope, that's the wrong number. The first pitch misses in. TB versus BB. He does lead the team, though, with 7 walks so far.
An on-base percentage of .500. Just second behind Justin Fallon at .591.
Pianki looking for outs. Here comes the 1-0. Good pitch across for a strike, 1-1. Infield into the corners for Sparta. Middle infield at traditional depth. The 1-1. Holroyd swings and misses at that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This next pitch is number 17 for Austin Pianki. 2 across for the Bees. They're looking for more. 1 out would really help Pianki on the mound. He'll kick and deal to Holroyd. Breaking ball dips away, 2-2.
We've seen Holroyd. He's been really good at working these counts so far this season. Big reason why he's drawn 7 walks.
4 base hits already for Upperman here. Here comes the 2-2. Holroyd slaps this one foul, and again, Sparta fortunate to have the 1 out on the board. They did a nice job defensively, but Upperman ran into the out. This has been a hit parade so far with a walk mixed in.
Yeah, Chris Worsing probably would be a run at this point if he doesn't get thrown out on the base path.
Here comes the 2-2 to Holroyd again, and we'll re-rack it. And this has been Carson Holroyd throughout. That one hit the light pole and comes back in.
Didn't shatter it, though.
No, it did not hit the actual
Not like
ball.
last year.
Last year at Mount Juliet, where it rained down upon all of us. Not a revelation.
We did have it happen at Blackman, though. Didn't shatter it, but it did hit it.
2-2 slider. 3-2.
I think that one just a little too far outside.
You never know. Full count here for Carson Holroyd. Pianki needs this one. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. That is a big punch out. I think Thomas thought it was out number 3. It's out number 2. And Alec Wilson will try and extend the inning here with 2 in scoring position. And for Sparta, you give it up the 2. It hadn't gone great, but if you get out of this, you're still very much alive in the ball game.
Yeah, really big by Bianchi there. Get that second out. You got a gift with that first one, and now you got to bear down and try to get one here against another tough hitter in Alec Wilson.
First pitch breaking ball misses for ball one. Wilson up to 200 now. That average is ticking up after a slow start. He's got a couple of extra base hits as that one bounces in. Thomas able to slide and keep it in front. 2-0. Base is empty at first. You'd rather not load the bases, though, with rookie Allison on deck. The Carson Newman signee awaits the 2-0 pitch. That one misses. 3-0 now to Wilson. 25 pitches already for Austin Bianchi through 2/3 of an inning.
Only lasted the 4 innings last week against DeKalb County. Big reason the 5 runs that came across.
3-0 misses. Ball 4 in a Nick's Restaurant walk. You can see Alec Wilson sometimes at Nick's Restaurant and get some ice cream pie from him. And it's, I believe, time for a mound visit for the White County Warriors. It is. They need to have a discussion. Huge moment in this district game. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Rookie Allison at the plate out of the 8-hole.
Yeah, and rookie coming up. He's already driven in 5 runs this season, so always a potent bat at the plate in rookie Allison, especially here at the bottom of the lineup. And you're looking to get a really big out here. You've already allowed the 2 runs across and trying to help yourself the most out if you can get that out and get to the next inning.
Everybody available for Sparta besides Trent Wilson, who pitched a day ago. Jimmy that was a good one on the soundboard there. Now, how long is this going to take?
King Julian.
And Alec Wilson's hitting his gritty again on his way across.
Is it that, or is he just chalking out?
He hit the gritty yesterday. I said it was the worst gritty I've ever seen in my life. That's only because I don't try to do it myself.
Well, you might hurt something if you try it.
By the way, I took some flack, so I got to give credit. This uniform combination much better than the disaster we saw on Saturday for the Bees. Sparta's in the smooth grays, Upperman's in the whites, and everything's okay.
I said it was based off of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, it was a disaster. As the first pitch is across from Bianchi after the mound visit with the bases loaded. He's working quickly here out of the windup to Allison. He rolls this one. Long way to go, and it will get through the shortstop. Everybody's safe. Another runner will head home. 2 runs across for the Bees. And that's going to be an error in the field. The second of the inning for Sparta. Allison reaches first. He did what he needed to do, put it in play, and now the Bees are looking for even more with a big first inning. And Evan Huddleston is trying to flip this lineup over.
Good things happen when you swing the bat, put it in the field of play like we just said, and he's able to bring home a couple of runs, get a courtesy runner on here for the catcher, rookie Allison, and still a chance here for the Bees with 2 runners on and Evan Huddleston coming back to the plate. And again, he's in that 9 spot, but he acts as your back or your secondary leadoff batter.
Remember I said this Upperman team becomes more dangerous after the basketball team's done. Well, the courtesy runner's now Collier Bush. Yeah. He can scoot out there. And Huddleston will climb in. He put a couple of balls in play yesterday with 0 work entering the game.
Right.
Bianchi knows this is a big one. He's got to find a way to get out of this inning as the first pitch misses away, ball 1.
Yeah, he went 1 for 3 and drove in a run. So pretty productive day yesterday for Evan.
He's just a really good athlete, the senior. There's a 1-0 count from Bianchi. Kicks and deals. Called a strike. 1-1. That's 1. If you're a pitcher,
it took a little bit, though.
If you're a pitcher, just throw outside.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Just fastballs, though. Breaking balls aren't going to get
Here
called.
Comes 1-1. Huddleston slaps this one into the air, angling into foul territory, and it will be a very hard hit.
That's the wind.
Strike 2. The wind got a hold of that one and just took it. I mean, that thing nearly cleared the
base of the wall at 325.
And it didn't look like it was just at the top of the bat on its way out there.
I mean, you can look at the flags, and they are whipping.
Big inning for the Bees. They're looking to extend it here. This is pitch number 30 coming up for Austin Bianchi. He'll deliver in, and he will get strike 3. Swung on and missed to retire the side, but not before the Bees strike for 4 in the frame. We head to the second in a 4-0 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Juju Yano back on the mound here. He threw 17 pitches in the first inning, threw 4 batters faced. You'll see Eli Smith, Griffin Adams, and Colton Norris here. He's got run support already. The Bees strike for 4, and 2 runners were left stranded. 2 errors in the field hurt Sparta as well. Some basketball players are here. MVP of the state tournament, Ty Cobb, is in the building.
He played okay.
He's okay.
It's all right.
He's halfway decent.
Couple of offers this week.
It's pretty impressive when, at your sophomore year, you could be just say, I'm retired, and they're going to put your name in the rafters. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Final 4 runs, gold
Yeah.
ball.
And I don't think they're done yet.
No, they return a lot next year as well.
And the 8th grade team was pretty good. And the freshmen who didn't even get to play are pretty good. And they'll miss Huddleston and Turnbow. But,
yeah.
Ty Cobb will still be
He will be.
Yep.
For 2 more years.
Eli Smith going to stand
Good luck,
in here.
everyone.
He scored about 900 points this year.
Yeah. 94 in the state tournament.
First pitch for Yano set up into the air. The wind may actually keep this one in. No, it will get out of here and just on top of the dugout. There's lots of people in the building today.
It's a good
the
crowd.
Movers and shakers of Baxter are here.
Had a good crowd yesterday in Sparta, continuing today.
Now, I know Alec Wilson's on the mound today because we'd be at home by now with how quick he works. Yano doesn't work slow. That is a disgusting slider in there 0-2.
Well, we got started about 15 minutes later today as well.
A little delay for White County getting here. Here comes the 0-2. Tried to rip that slider to the other end, but it darts away, 1-2. Big game on Friday for the Bees. They travel to Carthage to take on Smith County. Here comes the 1-2. This one's smacked over for Chris Worsing. Fields it cleanly. Smith barreling down the line, but a fastball from Worsing beats him by a step for out number 1.
Yep, good play by Chris Worsing. And, of course, not your normal shortstop with Yano on the mound, but Chris, a pretty darn good backup shortstop, obviously normally at second base. And really, he has played, I think, every single position in the field for the Bees.
When Alec Wilson's on the mound, Carson Shoup goes to first. Worsing goes to third. He'll go to second on Friday, probably.
Ultimate utility player.
First pitch slider, my goodness, into Griffin Adams for strike 1.
Yeah, they get a couple of fun games, 4 o'clock at Smith County Friday, and then back here in Baxter at noon on Saturday against Friendship Christian School.
0-1, fastball, called a strike, 0-2. Go right back there if you're Juju Yano or if you're Austin Pianki. Here comes the 0-2. He was trying to. That one missed up, 1-2. Winds, it's been kind of up and down, gusting a little bit right now out to right. That slider is close but no cigar, 2-2.
It's got to be daunting standing in that right-handed batter's box, especially as close as he's standing as well. And you got to let that slider work its way back to the zone.
2-2 to Griffin Adams. Called strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for Juju Yano to second of the ball game.
Yeah, he's getting that outside call right now, so you're going to keep working that outside part of the plate and able to do it that time to get the strikeout looking.
Colton Norris will climb in here. Yeah, we saw Alec Wilson just pounding the outside corner a day ago en route to another double-digit strikeout performance. As this one's rolled over and into foul territory. And that's been the key, is the sun is setting, and you can tell there, Yano couldn't even see it from 10 feet away.
Harrison Troop about took his pitcher out.
Anything into the air in right field is going to be tough.
Yeah, very.
For either team. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1. Pitch number 29 coming from Yano. He'll kick and deal. 1-2. Fastball. Called strike. He's really leaning, just mixing it up. Fastball, slider. Keeping him off balance. Here comes the 1-2 from Yano. This one, it's going to be tough work for Holroyd. Against the setting sun, he makes the catch for out number 3. Yano sits down the Warriors 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom half with the Bees leading 4-0. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. An early call to the bullpen for Coach Hensley and the White County Warriors. After 1 inning, Austin Pianki's day is done as he gives up 4 runs on 4 hits. He had 2 strikeouts in his outing, and Eli Smith, the right-hander, will get the ball here, and he's tasked with keeping it right where it is against 1-2-3 in the Upperman order. Pianki goes back to second, and in left, Colt Norris moves from second out into left field. And Jacob, tall tale sound of how the game's gone so far for the Bees. They've chased the starter after 1 inning.
Yeah, and Smith's last outing, not his most favorable outing out on the mound. He went 1 1/3 on Wednesday, March the 12th, so a couple of weeks ago. 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned 5 walks and 2 strikeouts in that outing.
He's got an Upperman lineup that, dating back a week and a half now, is hitting the cover off the baseball. And Braden Green led off the game with a hit. He'll roll this one over. Pianki with early work off his glove. The throw to first in time by half a step to avoid an error, and they do get the first out.
Yeah, really good play there by Pianki to stay with it. Has that short throw, so he knows he's got a little bit of time and able to get Braden Green down there at first base.
Justin Fallon walked and came around to score back in the first. He'll climb in here in the second with an out, and Eli Smith would love a quick inning. Still a lot of baseball to be played at 4-0. Certainly not over, but you can't afford to stack those big innings on top of each other if you're Sparta defensively.
And you mentioned the Bees and how well they've been hitting the ball. Already 4 hits today. They had 8 hits yesterday, and that was the first game they hadn't had double-digit hits in quite a few.
Even in their 2 losses this past weekend, they were hitting the ball very well.
They scored 6 and 10 runs.
That one misses away to Fallon. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Fallon, he wants something to hit. It's funny. He gets a pitch outside. He kind of shows a little bit of frustration. He wants something he can put a charge into. Here comes the 2-0. And he tried on that one. Sends it foul back into a windshield. 2-1.
Maybe just the field house.
Some of these press box boys park right behind the press box here.
Yeah, we're not in danger today. At least I'm not.
Not like yesterday. Here comes the 2-1 to Fallon, and he will rip this one, angling towards the gap, and he's still not booking it. But Fallon, now he will turn up the Jets. Rounds first, and he will pull into second with a 1-out double. Justin Fallon doing Justin Fallon things. He's reached twice already.
Yeah, his 5th double of the season, his 2nd time on base today, and putting a runner in scoring position with a lot of speed as well, and now 1 out in the inning.
He's hunting a few statistical milestones, now getting closer
and
closer.
Like this, he's going to get it in 2 weeks.
He may get it by this time next week, actually. even less than that at the rate he's on, as Chris Worsing will climb in. Now he's probably above 600 on the season again. He's at 550 entering today. It's close.
He's up to 13 hits on the season.
Ridiculous.
In 8 games.
Chris Worsing ripped an RBI single and then was caught on a little base running mistake, a rare one for him, as that one misses low and outside 1-0.
They tried to run the delayed steal, but he just kind of stood there a little too long and then decided to go, trying to get Fallon home. It ended up not working. He gets thrown out at second, and Fallon had to stay over at third.
And Worsing will chop this one over. More work for Pianki. Ranges up this time. Throw is off the bag, but a nice grab over there by Griffin Adams. And he'll tag out Worsing for out number 2. Fallon advances to third.
Yeah, so Fallon, get the job done. You move the runner up 90 feet away, and now Carson Shoup, who leads the team in runs batted in, coming back to the plate.
He had an RBI single back in the first, came around to score a run as well. He's got Fallon standing 90 feet away. 2 outs for Eli Smith out there on the mound, trying to put a goose egg on the scoreboard. First pitch bounces, and a nice block by Thomas behind the dish.
Which is obviously always important here in Baxter. Biggest backstop in the district.
And cement back there for ricochets. A couple of looks over. Now the 1-0 from Smith. Trying to get that outside corner, but missed it. 2-0.
That one just a little too far out there in the other batter's box.
Juju Llanos on deck. No rest for the weary here for Eli Smith.
Yeah, with the lineup that it is now, there really is nowhere in it that you feel comfortable in.
The 2-0 to Shoup. That is a healthy cut. Comes up empty, 2-1. Nice pitch by Eli Smith. And Smith's probably going to have to buckle down for a long outing here. In an ideal world for Coach Hensley. Here comes the 2-1. Pretty good pitch. Missed a little up, maybe. 3-1.
Yeah, I think that'd be about the only spot it missed. Didn't look like it was too far inside.
Came around belt high. It's close. Hitters count for Shoup. Smith trying to hunker down. 3-1. And he went chasing the high cheese. Would have been ball 4. Instead, it's a full count at 3-2 with 2 outs. Yano on deck behind Shoup. Runner 90 feet away for the Bees. They lead 4-0 here in the second. A 3-2 payoff pitch. Ball 4 gets away from Thomas. Here comes Fallon, and he will score with ease on the wild pitch. It's 5-0 Bees.
And that's exactly why what Chris Worsing did was so important. He moves him over 90 feet, and then a pitch like that, able to bring Fallon home, and you still keep the inning alive with Carson Shoup making his way down to first on the base on balls.
Carson Shoup heads down to first. Fallon scores, and Juju Llano, who ripped a double and scored a run in the first inning, gets another crack at it here, this time against Eli Smith. And Fallon, you can tell he's starting to trust the wheels a little bit more. It's not that burst out of the box, but that top-end speed he's trying to get back to.
Kind of gauges it to see how the outfielders are playing out there.
First pitch, again, outside. Thomas pops up, but no throw. Shoup at first after the Nick's Restaurant walk. And it is all Upperman right now. The field does, in fact, look good. Turfmaster's done a really nice job out there. I heard it's that thin ryegrass, though. It's that 1-0. It facilitates the growth really well. Shoup takes his lead at first. Yana, I don't know why these guys are going crazy in the box. We're just calling a game. So that one misses low and outside. Now a throw behind. Adams does a nice job adjusting.
You know, we have been called professionals.
We've also been called a lot worse than professionals.
Called other things than professionals,
Professionals and a whole bunch of other adjectives have been thrown our way over the past couple of years. Here comes the 2-1. That one misses in. 3 balls, 1 strike to Yano. Carson Holroyd on deck. The Bees trying to have another big inning. 1 already across. They have 6 hits. And are in front 5-0 and have one of the best pitchers in the Upper Cumberland working on the other side. He's at the plate right now. Here comes the 3-1. And he took the 6-iron out and slices it just like I do. 3-2.
So that looked more like a lob wedge.
Your lob wedge, my 6-iron. They go the same distance. Lead for Shoup at first. Another 3-2 count. That one misses upstairs. Ball 4.
Yeah.
It is a Nick's Restaurant walk. They threw down. But Carson Shoup heads down. Going on movement on the 3-2 count. Yano with another Nick's Restaurant walk. It's the second straight, and now Carson Holroyd, who struck out swinging his first appearance, will try to continue on the carousel on the base paths for the Bees.
Well, and yeah, for Smith, he's really got to bear down and make some good pitches here. Already up to 19 pitches here in just his first inning of work.
The first pitch misses outside, ball one, and I've been told, so Young told me, that Carson said that walk-up song was ranked in the top 5. I think it was 2. Sweet Escape. It's still weird. I don't care what TikTok
top 5
says.
of what?
Walk-up songs. Yes, and there was some TikTok edit, so congrats. It's still a weird song. But it's a good song. It's just a weird one to walk up to, that's all. But if he keeps hitting it the way he has, I don't think he's going to change it. Runners at first and second, the 0-1. That one,
how did he catch that?
Behind the dish, Thomas pops up and flashes the leather, 2-0.
He kind of looked at it like, oh, hey, there it is.
And he is desperate to find a strike right now.
He's had to go all the way to his right, all the way to his left. His Holroyd dove out of the way.
There goes the 2-0 then. And that was to avoid going to Cookeville Regional Medical Center. It's 3-0. Ducks out of the way of that one.
Young says, wear it.
Smith needs an out here. If he walks and the bases get loaded for Alec Wilson. It's not a sentence you want to hear if you're a White County fan.
No.
Here comes the 3-0. Ball 4, and again he ducks out of the way. And right now Smith struggling to find the zone. It's 3 straight Nick's Restaurant walks with 2 outs. And I wonder if we may see another trip out for Sparta here to at least have a discussion, as Alec Wilson will climb in. He walked back in the first inning. Ultimately was left stranded in second.
Well, after those 4 pitches, I'm taking until I see one right now.
Last 8.
Those 4 were nowhere near the zone for Smith. He's trying to really find the zone right now.
And he can't. That one tips off the glove. Runner heading for home. Carson Shoup will score as he slides under the tag. And it's 6-0. Everybody is safe as they advance up 90 feet.
And that one a little bit closer to the zone, but still outside. Obviously gets away from Thomas behind the plate.
See how Petey scores that one. Going to be a wild pitch, and a runner comes across in the form of Shoup. Yano moves up to third. Holroyd to second. And Alec Wilson's ahead 1-0, and Smith now. You got to be careful. We're still 3 innings away, but the run rule is very much in play with how Upperman has started this baseball game.
Yeah, 6 hits. They've been all around the base path.
The 1-0. Wilson swings at that one. 1-1.
Trying to go the other way with that outside pitch.
This is the 16th batter of the game for Upperman through an inning and 2/3.
It's a good recipe for success.
That was tough math for me, by the way, to count up how many batters that was. I'm proud of myself. Here comes the 1-1. Wilson chops this one back foul, and Smith now has an opportunity to limit the damage to 2 across if he can get a strike across here.
And this is kind of where Bianchi was in that first inning. Got to the 2 runs across and then wasn't able to get that last out to get out of the inning. Smith going to try to change that trend.
The righty Smith kicks and deals. That one low and outside. Deuces wild. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 already across for the Bees.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. Rookie Allison is on deck. No rest for the weary right now. Smith looking for it. And Wilson able to just tip and stay alive.
Yeah, that's a tremendous job because it was close enough that you could have it called. And obviously with 2 outs and 2 strikes, trying to foul off anything. I think they're trying to get some baseballs in. A lot of them were hit out of play.
And Smith is already up to 28 pitches in this inning. Bianchi threw 30 in the first.
Yeah, you're just trying to find somebody who can get it across the zone right now.
Here comes the 2-2. That one again, Thomas has to jump up for it, and we run full again. 3-2 with 2 outs. Bianchi obviously could come back in if Coach Hensley wanted to go back there. He was putting it across the zone. Upperman was just sending it all over the yard. Here comes a big 3-2 payoff pitch. Smith delivers. And let's do it again. What a battle.
Always does. Especially a little bit slower of a start this season, but has swung it well here in these last few ball games.
He ripped one yesterday.
Drove in a run yesterday.
Another 3-2 from Eli Smith to Alec Wilson. This one ripped, and it's going to score at least one. Holroyd rounds third. He's heading home. He will score, and it's a 2 RBI single after a great battle for Alec Wilson.
Yeah, that's a really good job. Got to 2 strikes, still able to rip it right back up the middle as he got something over the plate. Plates another couple of runs, and you mentioned that run rule now almost into effect with the 8 runs across. You're only 2 away here in the second.
Of course, you have to get through 5 before the game would end, but Upperman up 8-0. That is their 7th hit of the day. And another trip out here for Sparta. And we'll see if it's a discussion or a change. I imagine it's just a discussion. But it's still a runner at first for rookie Allison. He's the 8th batter of the inning. And let me double check my math. Is it going to be 7 or 6 hits so far for the Bees? I thought it was at 6 before. And they are going to make a change for White County. Another call to the bullpen for the Warriors. They trail 8-0. Upperman out in front. Don't go anywhere.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
Welcome back. New pitcher, the 3rd pitcher of the game, through an inning and 2/3 for White County as Will Thomas moves from behind the dish to now on the mound. And we'll have a new catcher in behind the dish here as Thomas will go in and see if we can get a look at the number there as we try to get all these subs together.
Might have been a switch.
I think that
Smith
may be
go behind
Eli
the plate?
Smith behind the plate.
I think that's the case.
He can do everything, can he? So Smith goes behind the dish, we believe. Rookie Allison will climb in, and he's the 8th hitter of the order for the Bees. We've already brought 8 across on 6 hits, 3 walks in a row with 2 outs extended this inning, and then a 2 RBI single after a great battle for Alec Wilson ended the day for Eli Smith. And now rookie Allison reached on an error back in the 1st inning. First pitch swinging against Thomas as it's fouled back, and for Sparta, they're just looking for outs here haven't been able to get anything rolling so far.
Well, and Thomas last pitched in that game that Smith also pitched in against St. Michael Catholic on that March 12th game a couple of weeks ago. Just started that game, only lasted an inning. 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 1 strikeout.
Throw over. Wilson back in time. I doubt Alec Wilson's going to try and steal a bag here, but crazier things have happened. That pitch in from Thomas misses a little bit low and inside. 1-1 to rookie Allison. The Baxter press box is just unbelievable.
Press box boys.
It's unbelievable. Here comes the 1-1. And Allison sends this one way up into the air. Shortstop says he has it. It's blowing around in the wind, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Gage Walker ends the inning, but not before 4 more come across for the Bees. They lead 8-0 as we head to the third. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
8-9-1 due up for the Warriors. They're looking for a rally. A big Upperman lead early on in this one, 8-0. Juju Yano back to work. 30 pitches through 2 innings. He's got a couple of Thompson Machinery and Cat Reno Store strikeouts. And he's got a ton of run support to play with.
Yeah, it makes it really nice when you're out there on the mound and you got an 8-run cushion. And obviously, Juju Yano normally doesn't need an 8-run cushion. The way he's been throwing it these last couple of outings, been really pounding the zone, and his slider today has just been tremendous as well. And only through the 2 innings of work so far, but very clean through those 2 innings of work.
Thomas, Stone, and Walker due up in this half inning for the Warriors. The rally starts with just 1. And they'll take a base runner here. Only had 1 so far. It came on a hit batter back in the first inning. Goose is at Livingston.
I was just going to say, we mentioned that Livingston score a little bit ago. We'll get an update on that because it's starting to become a little lopsided.
First pitch swinging here as Yano revs up the fastball for strike 1. The next one, 0-1. This one chopped foul, and quickly ahead goes Yano at 0-2. Thomas trying to stay alive here. The 0-2 slider waved at and missed. Again, that slider for Juju Yano, another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout.
It's definitely not one that I would want to be in the box against and try to hit.
Well, it's all DeKalb County. They lead Livingston 13-1.
After 2 innings.
And one thing is starting to become evident through 2 weeks of district play. One team is starting to separate just a little bit within district play as everybody else keeps splitting down the line.
Well, that's a big reason that a lot of these teams have one really good pitcher. Upperman's got 2 really good pitchers, and we saw one last night with Alec Wilson. Obviously, tonight it's Juju Yano. And then you mentioned Chris Worsingen has been really solid, so is Carson Holroyd.
It's 1-1 here as that pitch misses outside to Lane Stone. First AB of the series here for Stone. Fastball ripped in. Just misses 2-1.
Good point. Justin Fallon hasn't even pitched yet.
Yeah. The guy who could throw 90-plus hasn't thrown yet for this team. 2-2 as that one's fouled back into the mesh netting. And I think the race is starting just a little bit, maybe for Upperman, to the foul ball as Rylan Case won that one. It was a token effort from Walker. I'm not sure he was as intense as the 2-1. And a little self-preservation there. First real miss of the day for Yano.
He just wanted to keep him fresh in there in the box.
Stone had to be on that one. 3-2 now. Full count. Stone trying to find a way on to set the table for the top of the order with Gage Walker. Still a lot of baseball to be played. It could be a little less if this trend continues. 3-2 payoff pitch coming from Yano. Fastball, let's do it again. Good battle here into the 9-hole.
Yeah, especially for a guy that didn't get to play yesterday, at least bat yesterday, getting the bat today and taking on one of the best pitchers in the district.
Another 3-2 coming from Yano to Stone. Sends this one up and a foul. Let's go again. The PA system just blaring the soundbite. Is that what is called? Strike 3. Yano gets the corner, and it's another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. It's his second in a row, his fourth of the day.
Yeah, Stone thought he was taking a trip down to first and gets that outside corner call for the strikeout. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout, as you mentioned, for Juju Yano.
Now here's Gage Walker. He's lined out so far. Our presenting sponsor today, as it is all year long at Baxter, is Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. They're here. So go check them out in the morning as the first pitch is a slider that misses outside. Go get you a new lawnmower, guys. Treat yourself.
I was walking through the yard today and said, you know what? We're going to need to figure something out to hack some of this stuff down.
Absolutely, as that one's a good pitch on the inside part of the zone. 1-1 from Yano. He's cruising right now as Walker sends this one up into the air. Could be a tough play. Evan Huddleston under it. Instead, it's going to be Chris Worsing from a shortstop position who goes back to catch, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Bees defense. We'll head to the middle frames, kind of, only into the
bottom third.
Bottom of the third, so it's taking a while to get to the middle innings. When we come back, coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
All Bees through 2.5 innings. We head to the bottom of the third. And Eli Smith, no, he got changed out. Will Thomas back to work on the mound here for Sparta. And he's got 9-1-2, and it ain't your traditional 9-1-2 because Evan Huddleston in the 9 spot for the Bees.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like another leadoff. And then you go to Braden Green, who isn't normally your leadoff, but he's been really, really good these last couple of days.
Maybe
and
now.
He might solidify himself there. And you saw Justin Fallon obviously get pushed up to that number 2 spot, which is closer to where he has been. He kind of bounced around between leadoff and number 2 last year with Caden Shanks, and obviously has normally been in that leadoff spot. But Evan Huddleston does a great job in the 9 spot, flipping it back over to the top. Obviously did it once yesterday, drove in a run. See if he can't do it again today.
Feels like this may be reductive, but it's true. If Sparta wants to avoid a run rule, they got to work clean here. Huddleston, Green, and Fallon coming up here. Upperman has hit the cover off the baseball so far. 6 hits, 8 runs across. They've worked a bunch of walks. They batted around in the first inning and 1 short of a round in the second. Sparta needs a good defensive inning here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, they need the Bees to hit it to somebody, really, because they've been doing such a good job of finding gaps.
And here's an opportunity, sent way up into the air, angling into foul territory, tracking it from second, but The catch cannot be made. Bianchi laid out for it. I was kind of blocked out.
I know. I saw. I didn't see the baseball come down. I thought it was gone.
Yeah, that would have been a highlight reel catch, and instead, that was not a mistake by Sparta's defense in the Bermuda Triangle of foul territory here in Baxter.
Infield umpire, good friend of UCR, Tyler Turner, right in front of it.
Yeah, it's a dichotomy out there today, isn't it? When it comes to friends. Love Tyler. Does a good job. What are you laughing at? Be a professional. I'm your boss. The 0-1. That one misses low. Nope. As I mentioned, 0-2.
Right on cue.
That's timing right there. Here comes the 0-2 from Thomas to Huddleston. That one bounces in. It is a ball.
But really, we do appreciate Tyler. He helped me out on a few Cookeville broadcasts this year. Did a great job.
He sits down there in the back, in the Cookeville games, the basketball games. And
sure does.
It's tremendous. As that one tips off the glove, and it'll be a ball into Huddleston, 2-2. And for Huddleston, again, you talk about him and Collier Bush and Colton Johnson at some point. They're just trying to get their sea legs back under them here on the diamond.
Yeah.
Playing intense basketball for the last several months, and super intense for the last month, obviously. Here comes the 2-2 from Thomas. That one misses inside. We run full at 3-2.
Well, and especially for Evan Huddleston, who played a lot of minutes in that state tournament in just the last 4 – yeah, that too. Just the last 4 or 5 days.
How long is this going to take?
They're on one.
Wasn't even the soundbite
in the Jeff Petey Goolsby press box today.
Yeah, we put the sign up and it's just let loose.
Chaos has broken out. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. That one misses inside, ball 4, and what a walk. Work by Evan Huddleston. And another base runner here for the Bees as he'll head down on the next restaurant walk.
Well, not only a base runner, brings on a base-stealing threat with Evan Huddleston out there. And now Braden Green, who he's seeing a beach ball right now, the way he's swinging the bat. 3 for 4 yesterday, already a hit today. He did hit it to the right side of the infield his last time up, but grounded out. Just seeing it really well and swinging it well.
The wind is still solid.
Blowing.
It's not as hard as it was when we first got here, but it's now starting to chill everything down as the sun is set. Thomas, look back to second. Nobody's there. Now he'll check to first. Runner takes off and hit batter.
He swung, though.
He swung at it. Yes, indeed. I think he said he offered at it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 0-1. It hit him, dead ball, so Huddleston goes
back.
Yes. It was a check swing. I think he did indeed offer it. And Wes Shanks is going, hey, let's get this explanation as he'll jog in. I think that's it is the right call, no question. That one probably does hit Braden Green if he doesn't offer at it. But once he offers at it,
he was already starting to swing, and then he tried to get out of the way at the same time, so kind of continued on with the swing.
And I'm not sure if it clipped any part of the bat. We can't hear, obviously, with the headset on.
And obviously hit something weird and kind of caromed off to the side.
Great jump over there at first. He was going to be safe with ease. Smith behind the dish has a good arm.
That also could have been the hit and run as well, and then you get the breaking ball inside, and there's not a whole lot you can do.
No doubt. See? It's a good call. It was. Now a throw over as Huddleston dives back in time. Huddleston reaches on the leadoff walk. It's an 0-1 count to Braden Green. He'll take off again. It is the hit and run. Now have to slam the brakes potentially. This one up into left field, and it will get down. Tips off the glove. Was going to be a really tough play. Let's see how Petey scores that one. I think it's a hit there out in there in left field. That's a really tough play to make by Gage Walker. Tips off his glove, but he's reaching over his back to get it.
On the run the whole
time.
So
I think that's going to be a single for Braden Green.
And Evan Huddleston as well. It was kind of a tough base running for him because he's only about 10 feet away from second base at the time. He sees it pop out of the glove. He knows he's going to have a chance to catch it, but it pops out. He starts to run back and then had to get back into second base.
And here's the problem. Justin Fowling climbs in. He's walked and doubled today. First pitch from Thomas bounces and gets away. Karams off the cement backstop. Everybody's safe on the wild pitch. And the Bees have 2 more in scoring position and the prospect of a double-digit lead on the board with nobody out.
Yeah, especially with second and third and the most dangerous batter in the lineup at the plate for the Bees.
One of the most dangerous hitters in the class, Justin Fowling. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. As the 1-0 coming to Fallon. And he put a huge cut on that one as it was in the dirt, 1-1.
Let us know what you thought of Goose's cinematic highlight video last night. It was tremendous.
If you say you didn't like it, you don't have a soul, because that was incredible.
Or you're a Tullahoma fan.
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't know why you'd be watching this, but maybe. Here comes the 1-1. Called a strike, 1-2. I got no clue what Justin Fallon's supposed to do with that. Here comes Thomas with the 1-2 to him. That one bounces, gets away, and this will score another run on a wild pitch. It's 9-0, no problem for Evan Huddleston.
Now running right away, realizing he's got the big backstop here at his home park and doesn't even have to slide. It did take a pretty big bounce off the top part of that wall, but he was running hard the whole time, had enough speed.
He's got the speed element also back in the lineup with Fallon, Huddleston, Bush coming in as a courtesy runner. We haven't seen very much aggressiveness out of Upperman on the base paths. I think you'll probably see a little bit more of that here. Here's the 2-2 to Fallon. Caught a ball, 3-2. Green is at third. He singled and is advanced on 2 wild pitches. Chris Worsing on deck. The Bees trying to lead by double digits with one swing of the bat. Here comes a 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and missed a big pitch by Will Thomas to get the first out of the inning.
That's really big. He challenged him with the fastball, went a little bit up in the zone with it at 3-2, so Fallon has to swing at it and just goes chasing at it underneath.
Chris Worsing 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out so far. He's got a runner 90 feet away in a 9-0 ball game. Thomas working quickly here, fires in a pitch that misses low, and that's smart pitching by Thomas. He's missed low a couple times with a breaking ball to Fallon, and then you bring that fastball waster a little bit higher than that and fire it across. Here comes the 1-0 to Worsing. That one misses inside. 2-0.
For Thomas, been able to get into the zone a little bit more here after the struggles for the first couple of guys. Obviously, the few have gotten past, though. His miss has been low.
2-0. Worsing sends this one foul, 2-1. And mentioned the first 2 pitchers today for Sparta. Their pitch counts got up in a hurry. For Thomas, he's through 20 pitches so far. And that is a better ratio, as it had been 30. And then about 30 for Smith coming in relief of Pianki. Here comes the 2-1 to Worsing. Pretty good breaking ball. Maybe a tick low. 3-1 hitters count to the sophomore with Carson Shoup looming on deck.
That's what they were talking about here in the press box between breaks, that there's no easy out in the lineup. There's no gimme.
Worsing goes chasing that one up in the zone, ranging back from shortstop, angling back, and it will drop. That's going to be an error. The throw in will not be in time. Green will score. I believe it's going to be an error. It is going to be the third of the game on Sparta defensively, and the Bees lead 10-0. Yano looking for 2 shutout innings, and this game will end.
Well, the Bees aren't done, though. There's only 1 out in the inning, and Carson Shoup now stepping to the plate. See if he can't do a little bit more damage.
And here's Carson Shoup. He ripped an RBI single. He's walked as well, scored 2 runs. Swinging a really solid bat for Upperman, who leads 10-0 here. Worsing takes his lead at first. Thomas kicks and deals. He's had a couple of pop-ups. One was a really tough play. That one Sparta would like to have as it first pitch is across for strike 1.
The wind is starting to die down a little bit, too, so not as much of a factor as it was at the start of the ball game.
Here comes the 0-1. That one bounces in. A nice job behind the dish to stay in front and holds the runner.
And, of course, it's a different catcher, and Smith went back behind the plate after he was on the mound.
And he did a really nice job with that one. Thomas looking for the second out. It's a 1-1 count. He'll throw behind Worsing, who dives back in. I mean, look at this stat sheet. It is busy for the Bees. Everybody's been all around the base paths, it seems like, as that one misses up. 2-1. Everybody for Upperman has reached in the ballgame. And we're in the third.
That'll work.
And most have reached at least twice.
A lot of them have scored, too.
Here comes the 2-1. That one misses inside. 3-1 to Shoop. And another dangerous hitter, Juju Yano, looming on deck.
Well, the Bees are doing a really good job of not forcing anything here. They're not chasing. They're not swinging at stuff they don't need to. They're making him bring them good pitches.
Couple of checks, now the 3-1. Misses ball 4 and another Nick's Restaurant walk. This time Carson Shoop will reach his second walk of the game. He's 1 for 1 as well. And it'll bring up Juju Yano, who is 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored.
Yeah, and now for White County, I mean, you're just trying to get it over the zone. You're trying to get the bat on the ball so you can make a play out in the field. But it's been these pop flies that they've had a little bit of struggles with. We saw an errant throw over to first base as well. So a few of these errors have started to pile up a little bit too.
First pitch to Yano. That one catches the inside corner, 0-1. The Bees are crowding the plate right now a little bit. They're leaning back. That one was a pretty good pitch in from Thomas. 0-1 coming. Slider, and Yano rips this one, angling back in center field, having to go way back. It is down. Extra bases for Yano. 1 run will score with these. Another runner being head home. Worsing trying to outrun his teammate. The throw in gets away from Smith. Yano advances to third on the throw. It's a 2 RBI double for Juju Yano.
And Carson Shoop getting a little bit lucky there with the throw. Able to come home and score, kind of stepping around the throw in. And now a 12-0 lead for the Bees.
It is an onslaught in Baxter. Worsing scores. Shoop was running down Worsing. And Yano with heads-up base running advances to third. Carson Holroyd will climb in with 1 out. He has walked, scored a run, and struck out.
Yeah, and Worsing again, waiting to see if it was going to be caught. He was given a pretty good chase by Siebers out there in center field, just unable to track it down. So, and Shoop was running hard the whole way. He said, you know where we're going.
First pitch misses in to Holroyd, and feels like this is Thomas's game right now. The score the way it is, trying to save arms. With a couple of games on Saturday, they've got Cannon County on Friday, does Sparta, as that one is a called strike 1-1.
Yeah, and for the Bees, you would love to get out of here in just a few innings, have Juju Yano go 5, and then you got Chris Worsing, Carson Holroyd, both available on Friday at Smith County.
Check swing across, it's 1-2 for Holroyd. Alec Wilson on deck, and it is just a carousel right now around the bases. 1-2, Holroyd. Foul tips it back.
Just popped out of the glove.
A 1-2 from Thomas. Fastball reared back and thrown by. A punch out there. It'll be the second of the inning for Will Thomas. Second out of the inning as well, obviously. Alec Wilson will climb in. He had a 2 RBI single and his walk so far. He's one of the only Bees who hadn't had a chance to score, but he's been on the base paths twice.
It's been consistent for the Bees. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 more here in the third.
He's first pitch swinging here, fouls it back and out of play. Yano 90 feet away after the double. 4-4-4, and it is 12-0. All Upperman here in Baxter. Here comes the 0-1. And again, Wilson sends this one way up into the air, into right field, going into foul territory, and will drop down at 0-2.
You get a little more opportunity here in foul territory, but also means you have to get there. And that is also very tough.
It really is impressive how much more dangerous this Upperman lineup looks this week. It's what we've been saying for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They're coming.
And it's been good, even without them, too.
Here comes the 0-2. This one for Wilson, ripped into right, angling backwards and able to make the catch. It's a really nice job reading it off the bat and making it look easy by Kaysen Seal for the third out, but not before 4 more Bees come across. Yano back to work with a 12-0 advantage. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement. And start a career where memories start with you.
Juju Yano has some run support, you could say. 12-0 for the Bees. It is 2-3-4 due up for White County. Just one base runner so far for the Warriors. Came back in the first on a batter hit by a pitch. And Upperman wants 2 zeros on the scoreboard. And to end this baseball game, save all their arms besides Yano. A Friday matchup with Smith County. And Saturday against Friendship Christian. Remember, no district games Monday and Tuesday. That's kind of that mid-season break in case they need to reschedule anything. So for Upperman, they'll have a host of arms available on Saturday, and you may see one of these top two or both of these top two go against the Commanders on Saturday here against a D2 opponent in Baxter.
And Friendship Christian School 5-7, but obviously play a very good schedule as the Bees do, so a very similar start to the season. They have played Blackman as well, fell to them 8-6, and played a few other really good teams.
Climbing in here is Kaysen Seal. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. Juju Yano, he's thrown 44 pitches through 3 innings of work. He's looking to even up his campaign. First pitch and take the lumberjack on that one. It's going to be 0-1. For Yano, his stuff's been really good, as you've seen already, but 1-2 on the season. Got a win last week. Owen's called a ball outside, 1-1. Seal awaits the 1-1. Swings and sends this one way up into the air, into foul territory. Allison gives chase, and it'll drop. Again, pushed it behind him, and that wind catching stuff, and those adjustments are tough to make on the fly. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and especially anything that's back here kind of behind the plate. It's always going to go back towards the field of play, and the wind aiding that one a little bit more as well. And I mean, you got a big chain link fence that you're running right towards is also a little bit daunting. But that Smith County game on Friday and then the Friendship Christian School game Saturday. 2 really good tests for this Upperman team without their top 2 pitchers, as you were alluding to.
1-2 coming here from Yano. Fastball. This one sent up into the air. In the field of play. Could be a tough one. Braden Green says he has it, and he does for out number 1.
And a good job to call off Alec Wilson. Able to get underneath it, make an easy catch, and get that first out of the inning.
How about the start to the year Braden Green has had? Been all over the field. Now he's in the infield today.
Solidifying himself as an everyday player for him.
We mentioned some guys had an opportunity to do that. He has certainly done that so far.
Yeah, heck, we even saw Chase Brown when he was getting his opportunities. Swung it well.
First pitch, fastball across to Austin Pianchi. He's been the lone base runner. Was hit by a pitch and he stole a bag. Was left stranded at second all the way back in the first inning. The 0-1 from Yano. Goodness gracious, that slider dipped all the way across for a ball 1-1. There's a lot of action on that pitch. He's working quickly now. The 1-1 to Pianchi, a fastball waved at and missed. 1-2, and something we've seen both Wilson and Yano do, mixing up the tempos. How quick they're going, how quick the windup is, trying to keep the hitters off balance.
Probably learning that from their teammate Wyatt Curtis in years past.
Yeah, the 1-2. Called strike 3. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. A backwards K for Yano. 2 up, 2 down. Cole Gentry trying to solve the senior.
Yeah, and it's difficult right now. And the way he's got his breaking ball working, he's been able to locate the fastball at about 82, 83 miles an hour. And it moves a good amount as well. 5
punch-outs so far for Yano on the mound through 4 2/3. Cole Gentry grounded out right back to Yano in the first inning. And the first pitch is across for strike 1, 0-1. And Sparta's in danger here. They've got only 4 more outs guaranteed to them.
Still Memorial beating Cumberland County 3-1 in the 5th.
This one slapped up into the air. Wilson angles back against the wind and makes the catch to retire the side. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for Yano and the Bees defense. We'll head to the bottom half. It's 12-0. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. America's national anthem blaring out over the loudspeaker here in the 4th inning. Rocky Top. They're going to go whoop up Kentucky and Indiana coming up in your old stomping grounds on Friday night.
In Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said and
No,
Indiana.
in Indiana.
No, they're definitely not playing
For some reason, they're playing in a football stadium that's quarter full.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's really,
But
I don't
as long
get
as they
that.
win, it'll be perfect. Rookie Allison climbs in here. Will Thomas trying to work through here. Upperman has put a 4-spot up in every inning so far to lead 12-0, and the first pitch is fouled out of here. It's Allison, Huddleston, and Green due up in this half for the Bees, who are looking to close out this game in the top half of the 5th. The only question is, how many runs will Sparta look to get to keep it alive? As Allison chops this one back, and it's 0-2. No broadcast from us tomorrow or Thursday. We're back at it Friday. You are. I'll be in the aforementioned Lucas Oil Stadium on Friday night.
I'm looking forward to get back to Carthage, or the beautiful press box
100%.
there.
There's that one. Bounces in, it's 1-2. I will be tuning in, of course, but my birthday's Thursday, and I'm treating myself for Tennessee, Kentucky. Here comes the 1-2. Allison slaps this one. Pianki adjusts, leans back, bobbles it, and rookie Allison going to leg it out. Another error in the field. It'll be the 4th of the day for Sparta, and the second time rookie Allison has reached on an error today.
Yeah, and again, good credit to him, running hard the whole way, able to leg it out and get a base runner aboard. And there's no easy out, and even on ground balls, everybody's running hard. You're going to get the courtesy runner on here as well in case to come on, and it's definitely not easy now against this Upperman lineup.
Another basketball player, Rylan Case, who's got some real speed. He will go out there and run. He's a freshman. He's going to be good in multiple sports moving forward. Evan Huddleston climbs in, and the problem now is outside of a double play, they're going to see Justin Fallon again, or the Warriors.
Yeah.
Which is less than ideal. And they'll throw over. Back in time is Case. Fallon probably going to come out of the field, but he can come in and hit once.
How you feeling about that Tennessee-Kentucky game?
I feel tremendous about it for a couple of reasons. One, I'm delusional, as that one misses inside. Two,
you have to be, right?
It's really tough to beat a good team 3 times.
It is.
And if Tennessee just plays average in their last 2 games, they would have beat Kentucky. They played terrible in those 2 games.
There's going to be a lot of Kentucky fans there.
Have you met us?
Unfortunately, that I don't disagree.
There's going to be a lot of orange in there, too. Here comes there is a problem as the 1-0s across to Huddleston, 1-1. The problem is the seats are blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're already at an appearance disadvantage in that stadium.
Well, that's your favorite stadium to go to, too.
It's home of the stupidest football fans on earth as Huddleston chops this one over towards third. Fielded cleanly. Long throw, and it's offline. Another error. Huddleston advances over, as does Case. He rounds third. He's going to head home as that ball got way away into foul territory. Case will now return back to third. It is the 5th error of the game for Sparta defensively on a day where Upperman's already hit it well. That will not help. And now 2 in scoring position for Braden Green.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Obviously you don't want 5 errors, but it's not the difference in this ball game. The difference is obviously Juju Yano has been tremendous on the mound, and the Bees are hitting it. I mean, they're up to 8 hits already on the ball game, and you've got some deep balls as well, and Braden Green another opportunity.
First pitch misses for a ball to Green, who is 2 for 3 today with a couple of singles and 2 runs scored. And couple of those errors have been forced by hard-hit baseballs by the Bees as well, so they're not all made equally. 1-0 breaking ball. That's a 12-0 strike right there, 1-1.
That's a great frame job,
yeah, that's
too. you
Smith
take the breaking
in.
ball with it, with the break.
Here comes the 1-1. Green rips this one, and nice job flashing the leather over at first. The Bees with a little bit of trouble. The second runner at second. Now a triple play's on the board. The throw home is there. It's a triple play. Sparta's defense turns 3. My goodness.
Wow.
A great job over at first by Griffin Adams to snag it. Tags the bag, throws behind the runner at second, who was way off. He gets tagged. The runner coming home is a little bit late. Another great throw and a triple play for White County defensively. They'll try to parlay it into some offensive success when we come back in a 12-0 ball game. Don't go anywhere.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Top of the 5th, Sparta needs 3 to keep the game alive. Speaking of 3, first triple play we've ever had on UCR. Turned by the Sparta defense there. Chaos abounds as they typically do, and a very nice job defensively by White County. They have 5 errors tonight. Didn't make any on that one to get the triple play.
I was just going to say they picked up an error in the inning, but then you turn a triple play. Not too many times as a defense you can say that. A tremendous job. First off, it started with the grab over at first base, able to step on the bag. Good throw to second to get Evan Huddleston, who was trying to get to third, who was running on contact. And then Case a little bit hesitant trying to run home. He gets thrown out at home as well for the triple play.
Well, now our attention turns to Juju Yano. Eli Smith, Griffin Adams, and Colt Norris on here. It is 5, 6, 7 due up for the Warriors. And the first pitch of the inning is waved at, foul tipped, 0-1. Yano delivers another one. That's a cross for a strike. 0-2. Just a late signal, but I figured it was a strike.
Petey had to pull the cheat sheet out. He hadn't seen that.
The triple
before.
play one, yeah, that's. Here comes the 0-2 slider. Cold straight 3. Got it on the inside corner. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Juju Yano has them down to their final 2 outs.
He's been great. I mean, he's been really, really good. 4 1/3. Only 1 base runner on a hit by pitch.
Griffin Adams will climb in here. He struck out looking in his first appearance. Right back to the slider. Goodness gracious, 0-1. He has been, talking to Cade Painter, the assistant coaches before the game, said, we're looking for a dominant Yano outing. Haven't had that one yet. Welcome to the dominant Yano outing. It's 0-2 as he rips the fastball in.
It is here.
Adams trying to stay alive. Yano, the 0-2. He tried to get it. That's a smart pitch. It's a 1-2 as that one misses away. 84 on the gun. He's revving it up now. Here comes the 1-2 from Yano. Slider. Wow, that was a good pitch. 2-2.
I mean,
maybe up as it came across.
Maybe, yeah.
Kind of has that downward action to it. 2-2. Fastball. Swung on and missed. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Sparta's down to their final out tonight. Juju Yano dealing on the mound.
86. He's pumping it in
there
now.
He's revving it up.
He's feeling it.
Yeah, he knows. Colt Norris climbs into the batter's box here. He is 0 for 1 with a line out so far. Last chance for the Warriors. First one for Yano. This one's flared foul. It's 0-1. Julian Yano working on something on the mound for the Bees. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Norris trying to keep the game alive. Yano, the 0-2. Let's do it again. He fouls it off. The most exciting at-bat in a 12-0 game you're going to see right here for Julian Yano. And time is called. Yano's trying to work quick. He wants this out bad out there on the mound.
Smart time call.
Everybody knows. Here comes the 0-2. Again, into Norris. That slider moved more than any pitch has moved in Juju Yano's career. It misses.
Had a lot of RPMs.
That would almost look like a knuckleball with how it dove. It's 1-2 again. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip back and Norris stays alive.
This is a heck of an AB.
This next one we pitch number 68 for Yano. Here comes the 1-2. Slider. Misses inside. 2-2. Norris with a really good at-bat here.
Yeah, he is. Bearing down.
Yano with a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A no-hitter for Juju Yano on the mound for the Bees. Final score, Upperman 12, White County 0, and the senior from Baxter throws a no-no on a Tuesday night.
That's an awesome outing for Juju Yano. We've been talking about the offense, and obviously we knew what was going on for Juju Yano. The only base runner out there that hit by pitch earlier in the game, and then able to go clean the rest of the way through 5 innings. It doesn't matter if it's 5 innings, it's still a no-hitter, and Juju Yano gets to put that to his name on 69 pitches. A nice outing.
How often do you get a triple play and a no-hitter
right, in the
same game within about 10 minutes of each other? Juju Yano has thrown a no-hitter in his senior season. They said they were looking for a dominant Juju Yano outing. My goodness, the Bees got it. Their offense was really good today, and they rolled a 4-0 in district play.
Yeah, 5 innings, 0 hits. 0 runs, 0 walks, 8 strikeouts, just the hit by pitch, the difference in there, what separated it from the perfect game in the 5 innings. And then obviously the offense did a tremendous job as well. They finished with 12 hits in the ball game and able to drive in a lot of those. Juju also drove in a couple of runs in the contest and scored a couple of runs. He is definitely your Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Just a tremendous day for Juju Yano and the Bees. And now still undefeated in district play, 4-0, and you said it, off next week from district play, and a couple of really big opportunities coming up this weekend. Friday in Carthage against Smith County, and then Saturday here in Baxter against Friendship Christian School.
Well, we mentioned yesterday was almost like opening day for the Bees. Well, they've rolled to 2 consecutive victories, and hey, for Sparta, they are down to 3-7 now in the campaign, but this is not what it was 3 years ago when you did a no-hitter against Sparta. This is a very competent lineup. It's a team that's now 1-3 in district play, but we've already seen 2 sweeps of this Upperman team. The prospect of them sweeping a couple of more series is definitely possible as they move through the season. They'll look to bounce back in a hurry here, but it does make it all the more impressive that Yano just threw a no-hitter against this line.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was Juju Yano's night. I don't know if it mattered who was on the other side. He was absolutely dealing. And then we talked about it too. When you get that cushion, you're just able to throw freely. He was able to get in a rhythm each and every time out there. Throw downhill. The breaking ball was tremendous and able to locate the fastball well enough and gets it done with just the 69 pitches in 5 innings for the no-hitter. And again, it was just the hit batter early on. I think it was the first or second inning when he hit the batter in Pianchi. And other than that, he was clean. He was perfect other than that one.
We'll be back with broadcast coverage on Friday night as the Bees take on Smith County in Carthage at 4 o'clock with the first pitch. Then they'll turn around against Friendship Christian on Saturday. Next up for Sparta against Cannon County coming up later on in the week. Upperman moves to 4-0 in district play. Sparta falls to 1-3. Keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com. Goose tonight in Hogeye Country as Livingston takes on DeKalb County, a big DeKalb County lead. They're closing on a run rule there.
He's at softball right now. Sparta playing Livingston.
There you go, doing double duty as Goose is so prone to do. A triple play turned by Sparta's defense. A no-hitter thrown by Julian Yano for the Bees. What a game it was. Final score in 5 today. Upperman 12, Sparta 0. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent to my right and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.